What's going on, faithful? Welcome to the Keys to Victory. We are in week 13. The San Francisco 49ers head on out. They head on out to Philadelphia to take on the red-hot 5-game winning streak, best team record in the NFL, the 10-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Now, listen, the Niners can beat this team. They can beat just about any team that comes and they gets in their way. They just got to stick to a couple of things. I got 5 things I want to get down to. Shout out to our sponsors over at Residency. You can go to www.residency.com, copy one of these joints. Make sure you wear it backwards. Right? All right. And thank you to everybody over there for 49erswebzone.com, where you can check the article out in full detail. Let's get right down to it. Keys to victory. Number 1, run the ball. We say it every single week. Why do the 49ers need to run the ball? Why do they need to run the ball? By now, you guys should know. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. You don't want to become one-dimensional in this game. You don't want the Philadelphia Eagles to sit there and say, hey, we took away the run. Now we got to force Brock Purdy to pass all the time. The 49ers have to go out there and find a way to establish the run. It won't be easy. The Philadelphia Eagles have the number 3 or 3rd-ranked rush defense in the NFL. They got some big boys up there up front, and they're all playing, except Fletcher Cox. He didn't practice again. He's not practicing. So he may be out, but they got some big boys up front, which means their rotation will be a little bit weaker. They do like to rotate guys in there, but you know what? They also haven't faced a top 10 running back all season long. I know they give up 85.5 rushing yards a game. The Niners average 130-plus rushing yards a game. And now the Eagles have to face the number 1 running back in the NFL. They'll do all that they can to take away the run. And if they do, you can expect the Niners to use that extension, we put both of them up, of the run game called the screen play. Maybe we'll see some of that. So, yeah, the Niners got to find a way to run the ball and run the ball effectively. Even if you run up the middle, you get 1 yard. I guarantee you the Niners are going to find a way to run this ball laterally, horizontally, east to west. We say it all the time. With Deebo Samuel back, another healthy game back for him. He's getting his legs back under. You can see him. You're going to expect some of those runs. I would expect tosses. I would expect swings. I would expect all those stretch plays out, a.k.a. outside zone run plays for the San Francisco 49ers in this game. And don't expect Christian McCaffrey to have to do it all. I think that's what the Eagles are planning for, and I think the Niners have a counter. So run the ball, and that'll be their first key to victory. Number 2, they need to attack the secondary. Believe it or not, it's probably the weakest link, maybe the linebackers, but probably one of the weakest links on the Philadelphia Eagles defense. The San Francisco 49ers need to go out there and just attack the secondary. Take advantage of the middle of the field. Their safeties aren't good. They're young. They do have Kevin Byard, who is a veteran out there. He's probably going to play more in the box. They're going to put Sidney Brown back there at free safety. Attack him. Take advantage of that, please. That means George Kittle could possibly have a huge day. Maybe some Kyle Juszczyk. Who knows? You can attack the linebackers. You can attack the secondary, even their cornerbacks. I do not expect James Bradbury to be able to cover Brandon Ayuk, but I do expect them to find a way to double. They may do some cover 6 type of formation looks to try to take away Brandon Ayuk, which allows the middle of the field to be open. So then you could just attack the middle of the field, but you got to take advantage of the secondary. Quick throws. You don't need to drop back, 5 steps, drop back, all that play action stuff. I love it. You might not need it against this defense. You don't want to let the defense come in there and tee off, but you can attack the secondary. You can get some 20-yard plus explosive plays down the field, or you can go back to the yakety yak, don't come back game. I guarantee you, if you attack this secondary, the Niners will be headed into 9-3. Number 3, they got to shadow Brown. Listen, A.J. Brown is the best player on the Philadelphia Eagles. It ain't even close. Jaylen Herz is number 2. A.J. Brown is number 1. A.J. Brown needs to be shadowed by the 49ers' best matchup, and that to me is Travarius Mooney Ward. I think Mooney Ward should shadow him. If A.J. Brown lines up in the slot, put Mooney Ward in the slot. If A.J. Brown lines up in the outside, put him in the outside. If he lines up inside the outside, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, or 3, find a way to allow Mooney Ward, trust in him. After what he did to DK Metcalf, it is time to allow this man to be what they brought him in here to be, and that's the number one matchup guy. Put the best cornerback on the best wide receiver and don't let up. Mooney Ward's been playing like a dog, so I expect him to have that grip locked and firm on A.J. Brown. Last time these two teams met, A.J. Brown barely had over 30 yards. 4 receptions, I believe, for 28 yards. I feel like they can lock him up. They can figure out a way to lock up A.J. Brown. You want to take away their number one explosive option, it's A.J. Brown. What happens with Devontae Smith is another thing, but find a way to shadow Brown and eliminate him from the Eagles' game plan. Don't forget, Jaylen Herz needs time for these plays to develop. He has the best offensive line in football, and usually he's going to have some time, but that's going to allow this fast pass rush to get to him. So look, find a way to shadow Brown. Don't let him be an option for Jaylen Herz. Make Jaylen Herz go elsewhere. I think that'll be a key to victory for the San Francisco 49ers. Speaking of Hertz, they have to contain him. Listen, Hertz is a mobile quarterback. He is looking to throw the ball first. Don't get it twisted. But he has 0 problems running. He has 0 problems taking off. And this is the issue. They have designed quarterback runs. Philadelphia Eagles run a RPO style of offense. It's basically in control of what Jaylen Hertz sees the defensive end doing. They're going to come out there, and Jaylen Hertz is going to have the ability to take off. If he reads the edge crash down, he'll take off and run, or he'll throw out of it. It's up to him. It's his option. The Niners got to find a way to eliminate the option. Here's how they do it. A, they contain. They find a way the edge doesn't over pursue, and they find a way to contain him, to keep him to want to throw, which will allow the secondary to make plays. And so they got to figure out how to contain Hertz. And then when he does take off and he does have a design run right up the middle, you're going to see a lot of quarterback draws in this game. You got to have your linebackers, which I know typically they don't spy. They're going to have to spy in some kind of way and then lay the hit down on Jaylen Hertz, make him not want to run the ball. And here's the thing I know about the 49ers linebackers. They have 0 problems hitting quarterbacks. So contain Hertz, stop him, take away the run game. They're going to attempt to run the ball, but you got to find a way to limit Jaylen Hertz. You do that, you got yourself a key to victory. And last but not least, something that I've never talked about, the 49ers just have to be themselves. If they continue to do the things that they know that they do well on offense, establish a rhythm, find a way to get a key balance to their offense, run, pass, run, the offense will be checked. On defense, they got to play fast and furious, play relentless, fly to the ball, swarm, wrap and tackle, all of those things that we're used to seeing the 49ers defense do, the things we've been seeing them do for the last 3 weeks, finding a way to remain disciplined, that's key. And then even on special teams, continue to find a way to contribute. Find a way to make a play. Just last week, you got the rookie Ronnie Bell forcing a muff punt, and they get a fumble, and they give the opportunity to the offense to get the ball into the end zone. So when the Niners are clicking and they're just being themselves, they're not thinking, they're just going out there playing their brass of football, things typically go in their favor. An amount of flags or penalties that can stop the Niners from winning if they find a way to continue to be themselves. Those are the keys to victory. Number 1, run the ball. Number 2, attack the secondary. Number 3, shadow Brown. Number 4, contain Jaylen Hertz. And number 5, be themselves. If the Niners do this, they'll be headed into 9-3. They'll still be in the 2nd seed, but they'll be 1 game behind the 1st seed, Philadelphia Eagles. And if things go in their favor, they continue to win out, and the Eagles somehow lose a few, the Niners will be number 1 and the playoffs will be at home. Thanks for watching. Shout out to everybody out there. Appreciate you, man. Peace.